You are joining me. This is Ore-Oghene Primary School. This school is situated at along Ore-Oghene School, Ore-Oghene Street, off TV Road, off on the other side. It goes across Isekere, Ibiwe before you get to Obanosa Market Road. It's a very straight road. Although before I proceed, actually, we are not doing this to hurt anyone, but we are actually doing this to draw the attention of the relevant authority to rise up to their own responsibility of building our institutions. And also the core value of Nigeria Watch Family Team is to hold leaders accountable and responsible to the responsibility they own the people who entrusted them with power. And that is the reason behind what Nigeria Watch Family Team is actually doing. Not to go against anybody or not to hurt anybody, just to draw attention, to put those we have elected into governance on their toe. So that is our main reason why we always draw attention of this kind of project. This is the second time we are actually doing it, running it. We have done it before, but we just want to check whether there's any progress. But we found out that there's no progress really. This is where our children are learning. The children of the poor, not the children of the rich. This is where they are learning. We are in rainy season already. When it rains, this place, whole space will be taken by flood. Flood completely. Be taken by flood. All those places will be taken by flood. You can see. This is where the children of the poor take their learning. It's actually very, very unfortunate that it's only on paper that Edo State have the best educational policy. Can you have good educational policy when there is no structure on ground? Physics has been taken over. Physics has taken over those classrooms. So just look at. Like I keep on saying, what this slogan in our state, Edo best. Edo best. Just look at it. Edo best. You cannot have a viable educational system when you don't have a solid foundation or ground. You can see marks of red tiles here. You imagine. This is where an environment where our children learn. It's very, very unfortunate that we all find ourselves in this situation. See, Ore-Oghene Primary School, out of the city. Look, so Ore-Oghene Primary School, and school has resumed. And we have Commissioner of Education in this state. We have Commissioner of Education in this state. Truly, our education is free and it's free of knowledge. Look at. Every day, it seems as we are making reports and drawing attention of authority, things get worse. I think for me, they also look at the people as fool, because that is the path the people have chosen. People who decide to mortgage their future and the future of their children for rice and beans. These kind of things they will get for gratitude. in return. It's Ore-Oghene primary school. Primary school. So tomorrow they might say, yes, they have started again. This is out of the city. Ward 5, Ore-Do. Just look at. This is a servicing classroom. If you look at the date on Friday, 5th May 2023, this is where our children learn. This is where our children learn. This is the environment where our children learn. All this place where you see this bush, so our classrooms. By the classrooms where our children they learn. They are going there. I just want to take it bit by bit. You can actually, those sacrifices can actually tell us whether we are also making progress as people. Let's look at the classroom they are currently using. No window, no doors. So you can see these are their current class they use for teaching pupils. You can see there's no window, no door. The whole place is messed up completely. So you can also, okay. You can see 5th May 2023 to tell you that this class is an active class. Look at. So you can see things for yourself. You can see things for yourself. You can see this. You are joining us. This is Ore-Oghene Primary School. It's Ore-Oghene Primary School. For me, education in this state is gone completely. Let's not be deceiving ourselves. History will judge every one of us. Those who are singing praises, those who are not telling authority the truth. Prosperity will judge every one of us. History will judge every one of us. If really our education system is good, why is it that those who are in government, their children are not in public school? The commissioner would have led by example. 2, the governor would have led by example. The deputy governor as well, the SSG, and the chief of staff would have led by example by bringing their family, instead of leaving their family in abroad, by bringing them to come and attend public schools here, if they are sure what they are telling us. Look at windows. Look at environment. How means your environment is blind to this. Already air department is also blind to this. But they keep on disturbing the commoners, sending them to court, abatement notice. Look at window. Look at. This class is also active too, but look at. The word is cracked already. Look at. You can see things for yourself. It's also another active classroom too. Let's look at. Okay, this is not active because there's no chair here. Look at this risk, this potential risk. Pit toilet. There are children. Pit toilet. See, pit toilet. Abandoned pit toilet that is no longer working. Our government will send notice to people, those who are using pit toilet in their house. Look at this danger where there are pupils. It has been abandoned. Just look at Ore-Oghene Primary School. So you are joining us in Ore-Oghene Primary School today. You see level of progress. We are making, look at God, look at kind of key. So it's just like that all through. You can see the pit toilet they have in the school. This block, this substandard building, this very one was built and commissioned by Mike Nosa Eyima, and then as the local government chairman at that point. What they do here was not the person who built it. It was an abandoned structure, uncompleted, like this, up to that level, the one you are looking at, that way, up to that level. It was built in the 80s, and it was abandoned at that stage. Solid material, but the design was like this, but not roofed yet. It was like that, I remember. It came to her, these fittings to it. It was the one who roofed it. But I'm surprised they say I ain't built them all. Then I love the century. It was not the one who built it. The area where they deceive us don't pass. We must continue to challenge them at any point they lie. It was not a man who built this place. He only came to roof it. He can't put this design, which they call it, this arc. I put. If you see the level of arc, the arc and the pillar you are seeing, you can see that they are two different things. Two different things completely. If you also see, just look at it. You can see that they are two different things. You see how this one straight, see how those arc, see how they bend. Out of Benin, you get school like this, what do you expect? See. This one was functioning before this class. Because no maintenance, nothing. They have to locate themselves to that point. Look at this pillar is gone already. And this one is a low. It's a very big threat. Look at, he's pulling from this point. From this point, and nobody's talking about it. Or to kill the children first. They'll come speak grammar. You look from this point too. From this point, you can see the crack here. You can see the crack. And look at rain pours to this place down. Look at windows. So just look at. Not only that too, because the load is now have no support at this point. From this point, look at crack. Where there are children, will look at crack. Look at crack. Look at. There's another class. Indeed, education is balanced in those states. Also look at this point. See the crack. The primary duty of governance is to protect lives, property. We're not able to get access here. But let me just try. Me I fear me I not go jam snake here. See. This is pit toilet. So they are working on this. They can't sleep, but they use. But they not go use already their dogs, they sleep. Very unfortunate. The level of hypocrisy in this time, look at toilet. This is facing the main road though. I even have been tree there. No window, no door. Okay. I think I'll be able to access that. They're also working on this place too. So that's it. I can't move inside. No window. Government also provide security for the school, to the best of my knowledge. Provide security. Now that you have vigilantes, instead of using them for other things, vigilantes should also take care of government property in their domain. It's not just for political reasons alone, harassing people, deviating from the original plan of having vigilante. Today, vigilante have become political talks in the state. They have become vessels of oppression in our state. This is the learning environment for our children, the future leaders. Everything they do in governance is always substandard, and the amount which you budget on those projects, those substandard projects, will beat your imagination. Just look at. This also be an office. Just look at. Look at. Look at. So we have two primary school here, Obanosa and Ore-Oghene Primary School. It's situated along Ore-Oghene Street, Benin City. Ore-Oghene local government precisely, Ward 5. One of the most popular wards in Ore-Oghene. And this ward, as we speak, has produced leaders in terms of political gladiators in the state. We have produced about 3 local government chairmen and nothing to record about it. Nothing, no progress. Those are abandoned structures. So, this is where people come to come out. People come and do all kind of rubbish here. Even when I walked in this morning, those are physics we are looking at. People leave their house. Even our people inwardly, they are not good. So for me, I keep on blaming followership. Because if the followership are viable, we hardly have this kind of leadership that we have. Because the leadership at every point will observe the stand of his followership. So he cannot take a different stand while leaders are from the same porous society. But for we from Nigeria World Family Team, We continue to advocate for good governance and responsibility of those that are saddled with responsibility. Those are the people entrust the power into. Since some of them are carried away, they don't know their left from their right. But some of us who also know the difference should continue at all times to advocate for good governance. It's our collective responsibility to do this, to bring government to their knee, to remind them of what they own the people, of their promises. Because of a truth, they beg for this job and the people consider them worthy and give them the job. The people are the master, while those we elected are super servant, as the case may be. But this is where I draw the curtain of this conversation today. My name remains Leftist. I'm also Obanosa, reporting for Nigeria Watch Family Team.